Good morning, everyone. In yesterday's class, we had studied about the commercial agriculture and its type in detail. Today, we'll be studying about the food crops, beverage crop, all in detail regarding their climatic conditions required in which they grow. And along with it, we'll be studying about how the agriculture in India progressed, what government did in support of farming. And we'll be finishing off the chapter today itself. So let's begin with our class without any delay. Major crops. Major crops grown in the world are divided into two groups, food crops and commercial crops, that is cash crops. Food crops are basically for eating, and cash crops are the whole sole purpose is for earning profit or money. So, the major crops grown in the world are classified into food crop and commercial crops. A cash crop is the one that is cultivated to be sold in the market to earn profits from the sale. The crops that are grown to feed the human population are known as food crops. There are a number of food crops grown in the country. Now here in the flow chart you can see under food crops we have cereals, pulses and spices, and under cash crops we have oilseeds, fibers, plantation and other crops. Now we'll be studying the food crops, that is your wheat and rice in detail. Wheat and rice. Temperature required for wheat requires 14 degrees Celsius to 18 degrees Celsius temperature. High temperature is harmful for wheat cultivation. Then rainfall 50 centimeter to 100 centimeter rainfall is required. Soil, fertile alluvial soil or mixed soil is ideal for wheat cultivation. Plain land or gentle slope is perfect. Then Uttar Pradesh is the largest producer of wheat. The other states are Punjab, Haryana, Madhya Pradesh, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu and Bihar. Similarly, the temperature required for rice is 16 degrees Celsius to 27 degrees Celsius, and an average temperature of 24 degrees Celsius is ideal. Amount of rainfall 100 centimeter to 200 centimeter rainfall is ideal for growing rice. Then the soil in which rice grows well in alluvial soil or in fertile river basins. It is also grown in mixed loamy or clay soil. Why? Because rice requires a good amount of water. So the water resistant soil is be suitable for rice. Then West Bengal is the largest producer of rice. Other states Bihar, Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Tamil Nadu, Kerala, Assam and Uttar Pradesh are some rice producing states. Next is your maize and millets. So maize and millets. Maize is used as both food and fodder crop. Fodder crop means which is also used for feeding animals, and it is also known as corn. In India we call it as makka. Then requires moderate temperature, rainfall and lots of sunshine, and also needs well drained fertile soil. So they require moderate rainfall and moderate temperature but lots of sunshine. Then maize is grown in North America, Brazil, China, Russia, Canada and India. Then millets. Jowar, bajra and ragi are millet crops grown in India. So jowar, bajra and ragi, they together called millets. Millets are used both as food and fodder crop again. It needs low rainfall and high to moderate temperature. Then major producers are China, India, Nigeria, USA, Brazil, etc. Okay. Now the next is your fiber crops. Fiber crops. Basically, fiber crops means from which we get the fiber, that is the thread. So fiber is a material produced from vegetables, animals, minerals and chemicals. So vegetable fibers are produced from seeds, stems, leaves and fruit cases. Animal fibers are produced from insects like silkworms, animals like sheep, goat, rabbits, etc. Then mineral fibers like glass are made from silica sand. And two important sources of vegetable fibers are cotton and jute. We get cotton and jute from the vegetable fibers. Okay, now let's study about cotton and jute. Cotton and jute. Cotton requires more than 21 degrees Celsius of temperature. 50 to 100 centimeter of rainfall is required. Frost-free days are must during picking days. Frost-free means no rainfall or no mist during the picking days, because if the cotton gets wet, its quality deteriorates, okay, and it's of no use. Then deep domate, loamy and black soil is required. Cotton is mainly grown in Maharashtra and Gujarat. Similarly, jute requires temperature of 30 degrees Celsius. Near about 150 centimeter of rainfall is required. Hot and humid climate is required, and well-drained fertile loamy soil is required. Eastern states of the country are ideal for jute cultivation. Now the next one is beverage crops. Beverage crops like tea and coffee. So the tea. Tea plants grow well in rainy tropical and humid subtropical climate. It needs alluvial soil which is well drained. India, Kenya, China, Sri Lanka, they produce the best quality tea in the world. Then the coffee. You know, coffee is the second most uh, drinking beverage crop after tea. So hill slopes are more suitable for growth of this crop. It requires warm and wet climate and well-drained loamy soil. Brazil is the leading producer, followed by Colombia and India. Okay, now the next one is agricultural development in India. We had even studied earlier that during the British period of time, the farmers were highly dominated by the Britishers. They were asked to pay the land revenue, or if they will not, their land will be sold out. So, from the British period of time, India suffered a lot, even in the agriculture. So, in India, agriculture is the occupation of nearly three-fourths of the population. Size of farm in India is quite small in area. Division of land generation after generation has led to small size of land holdings. Then lack of funds prevents them from carrying out reforms in their fields. But after the Green Revolution, when agriculture was promoted in India, it gave a great boost to agricultural production. Then India started growing in agriculture also. India has not only become self-sufficient in grain production but also has a substantial reserve and stock sufficient enough to export. सो इंडिया सेल्फ सफिशिएंट बन गया कि इंडियंस का अच्छे से जो डिमांड है वो पूरी हो जाए. देन एक्स्ट्रा surplus amount of crops can be stored and even it can be exported. Then developed in high yield variety of seeds, modern tools and implements. Then good variety of seeds were started using by the farmers. Modern tools and equipments, machineries, all these things are started using by the farmers and agriculture started developing in India. Okay, so that's all. Here our chapter ends. If you find any problem, please do ask me, read the chapter again. Now it's time for your homework. So in today's homework, you have to do question number 4 and 6 of exercise B. Question number 4. List down the conditions required for cultivation of rice. The answer is rice needs high temperature, high humidity and rainfall. It grows best in alluvial clay soil which can retain water. Question number 6. Name three major fiber crops grown in the world. Answer is three main fiber crops are jute, silk and cotton. Now the next you will going to do is your exercise number C. Okay. Now question number 2 of exercise C. Describe the physical conditions required for cultivation of wheat and maize crops. Answer. The physical conditions required. Number 1, wheat. It requires moderate temperature and rainfall during growing season and bright sunshine at the time of harvest. It requires well-drained loamy soil for its growth. Wheat is grown extensively in USA, Canada, Argentina, Russia, Ukraine, Australia and India. Number 2 is maize. Maize is used as both food and fodder crop. It is also known as corn. It requires moderate temperature, rainfall and lots of sunshine and also needs well-drained fertile soils. Maize is grown in North America, Brazil, China, Russia, Canada and India. Now the next question is question number 3. How does government help farmers in the development of agriculture? Answer is both by the central and state government development of agriculture has been done. Number 1. Abolished zamindari system. Number 2. Construction of major irrigation schemes. Number 3. Use of manure and fertilizers. Number 4. Development of high yield of seeds. Number 5. Modern tools and implements. Next question, question number 4. List down the chief characteristics of Indian agriculture as it is today. Answer is chief characteristics of Indian agriculture: increased cropped area, multiple cropping, that is number of crops grown in a year, use of improved irrigation facilities, use of fertilizers and high yielding variety of seeds, and then mechanization of agriculture. So please do your work in a very neat writing and send your work on time. So that's all for today. Read the chapter very carefully and if you find any problem, please do ask me. Thank you.